Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a story about a donkey. In our African tradition, we teach through folk tales, and there are a lot of lessons that can be learned from the donkey story. We will see how responding to a situation shapes you rather than the situation shaping you. So, today I'm telling a story about the donkey. This donkey had an owner and it was very old. So the owner felt like this donkey was now too old to keep and wanted to get rid of it, and he thought of burying it alive. And he went to dig a big hole and put the donkey in there. And then when he started putting the soil in the hole with the donkey, after a while the donkey realized that no, it looked like something is happening. It looked like I'm being buried alive. So the donkey decided to shake off that soil that has been put in it. As it was shaking off, that soil really became the foundation on which it was rising. So the owner was surprised that after a while this donkey kept on rising and rising, not realizing that it's the soil that he's been putting. So at the end of the day, this donkey used the soil that was meant to bury it alive to make it rise. So there are a lot of lessons we can get from there, from what the donkey did. So the first lesson really is to be able to assess the situation, is to be able to see what is happening. So the donkey realized that no, it looks like I've been buried alive. Even though for years it has trusted its owner, it saw that things have changed. So to be able to read the situation and to be able to tell that things have changed, it's very important. And the second lesson is to be able to act soon as you realize that something is going wrong, not to wait for too long, because if we wait for too long to act, then it becomes too difficult. Can you imagine if the donkey waited for a lot of soil to go on it? It was going to be very heavy and it was going to be very difficult to remove it, And then thirdly, to be able to face reality as it is, the donkey was able to see what is happening and it was able to act accordingly, give an appropriate action to what was happening. And then number 4, this donkey did not dwell on self-pity. It did not dwell on self-pity. Even though it was hurt, it did not allow its emotions to overwhelm it. But instead of being overwhelmed by emotions, it thought and came up with a logical solution for its situation. It thought through what it needed to do, and shaking off what was on its back was the best thing to do. So really, in this crisis, what could have been a crisis for the donkey, it actually revealed the strength of the donkey. It actually revealed the strength of the donkey. So in summary, what we can learn here is to take responsibility for our lives. It's not the situation, it's not what has happened to us that shape us, but it's how we respond to the situation that really determines the outcome, that really determines the direction in which our life is going to go. So the donkey took responsibility. It focused on what it could do and not on what the owner was doing, because it had no control on what the other person can do. So whenever we find ourselves in difficulties, let us remember this donkey story. Let us take responsibility for our lives. Let us think through what is needed, act, and take responsibility. Thank you.